Just needs a charge. It's free.
Are you sure it's free?
Positive.
All right, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Soul Centric Sunday School. Of course, I am your host, Haruta Huti, my aunt. You guys, just give me a moment. I'm trying to get things together for the Facebook family so they can join right along with us. We're going to get started here in a moment. All right, we're going to get started here in a moment, ladies and gentlemen. Just bear with me, please. Yeah, so as you guys can see, today's topic is going to be astrology and cosmology in the Bible. Uh, you know, again, the reason why I'm doing this is because I grew up in a church, and it don't matter what day of the year or what church I go to, I was getting like the same type of information. It's almost like everything was like um, pre-programmed in regards to what they teach us at church, which is um, information that's in the Bible, but um, how to understand it and decipher the information is totally opposite of what they've been telling us. And of course, if you don't know your own history as well as the history of the oppressor, then you really don't know which direction to go or who or what to believe. Just going to give people a few minutes to get in. Right now, what I'm doing is tagging a few friends that I know that want to, of course, I want to know if they want to know about the information that I have. So let's give it to them. So just bear with me, family. Just bear with me. And if you're watching the replay, definitely feel free to fast forward. If you're watching the replay, you can fast forward until, to the point where I get started. Let's see. Getting some people on right now. I just had somebody to hit me up this morning, as a matter of fact. You know, so let's see. Still got some people that's gonna be joining us. Man, I know a lot of people don't. Hmm. Let's see. Almost finished tagging people. Again, if you're watching the replay, uh, just fast forward to the part I get started. First time doing YouTube live, so of course, it's also a learning experience for me. So I appreciate you all for your patience and love. I will definitely be more prepared next time, but again, learning experience. Learning experience. Let's see. Oh, hell no. I gotta get that person off my friend list. I seen somebody I don't even know on my friend list. They got to go. Yeah, if I don't know you, can't be on my damn friend list. That's real. I don't care who you know that I know. If I don't know you, I don't fuck with you. That's just real. And if you ain't the same way, that really ain't my problem. Really not my problem. Okay, I think we got everybody. Um, all right. All right, everybody. So once again, good morning. Let's go ahead and get started. Uh, Again, today's topic is going to be astrology and cosmology in the Bible. I'm not going to waste any time. I'm going to go ahead and get started. I appreciate you all for being here with me today. Got a lot of good, got a lot of good info, got a lot of good information that's going to be shared here today. Wait a minute, I'm trying to see what just happened to my started. Uh, okay, that's what it was. Hold on, fam. Okay, all right. I got a live up on my phone as well too, just so I can keep up with what's going on and being able to see what other people see. All right. Anyway, let's go ahead and get started. So, cosmology, astrology in the Bible. Um, the thing is, family, a lot of people don't know is that the Bible is coded. It is coded with um, astrology, cosmology, numerology, history. Everything is really coded in the Bible. That's why in the Bible it tells us uh, that these things are an allegory. That's a literal statement in the Bible in which it was telling us just that the things that's being described from here on out are just things to be taken figuratively, not literally. But as you can see, a lot of people take things literally. But anyway, let's get to it. So first, we're going to start with John. chapter 9, and of course this one right here is going to be the King James version, and Job 9, when you go down to actually verse 9, it says here, well, I read from 7 all the way down to 9. So Job chapter 9, verse 7 through 9, it says, which commandeth the sun, and it rise not, and seal up the stars, which alone spread out the heavens, and trend up the waves of the sea, which make Arcturus, Orion, and Pleiades, and the chambers of the south. Now, I'm pretty sure a lot of you all heard of Orion. If you haven't, you will be learning about Orion on this particular video. But first, let's talk about Arcturus. That's if I'm saying it right, because I ain't gonna lie, I am a country motherfucker, and I ain't ashamed of it, you know. But anyway, let me guys show you what is Arcturus. So Arcturus is an actual star. Arcturus is an actual star that is in our solar system. Let's look at the definition. I don't know who's sending me a message in the middle of live. Lord have mercy. Anyway, guys, if I'm recording, I don't want to be interrupted with messages. That's going to stop the flow of things. Anyway, Arcturus is a giant fixed star of the first magnitude. The Greeks also called it the bear watcher. Now, I'm not going to get all into what Arcturus is. I ain't make this video for that. But this is just to let you all know. This is to let you all know that the Bible is actually talking about a literal star. Okay? Now, the next one that we're going to actually go to is going to be Amos. Amos 5. I'm going to read Amos 6 all the way through 8. So Amos 5, chapter 5. Make sure you guys see it. Amos 5. And again, I'm going to read from 5 to 8. I read from 5 to 8. So Amos 5, 5 through 8. But seek not Bethel, nor enter into Gilgal, if I'm saying that correctly, and pass not to Beersheba. And Gilgal shall surely go into captivity, and Bethel shall come to naught. Seek the Lord, and ye shall live, lest he break out like fire in the house of Joseph, and devour it, and there be none to quench it in Bethel. Ye who turn judgment to wormwood, and leave off righteousness in the earth. Seek him that make the 7 stars and Orion, and turn the shadow of death into the morning, and make the day dark with night, that call for the waters of the sea, and pour them out upon the face of the earth. The Lord is his name. So let's look at this again. Seek him that make the 7 stars in Orion. I don't know about y'all, but y'all remember that movie Men in Black? And matter of fact, it was the very first Men in Black that Will Smith was in. And the thing they was looking for was Orion's belt. And remember, the cat was actually carrying the Orion's belt around him. Well, let's talk a little bit more about Orion, ladies and gentlemen. All right. So Orion is actually a star constellation. Okay. Um, you can see what they call Orion's belt or just the star system Orion. You can actually see that every night. I see it every night when I go outside in the sky. And how you would see it is like this. You're gonna see a star right here. That's one star. That's two stars. Three, four, five, six, seven. That's how they are lined up. These are the seven stars of Orion right here. Now, what they call the three wise men is this right here. This is what you call the belt. It's supposed to be like a waistline. You guys are going to see more about this. As a matter of fact, I got a little something for y'all that's going to go a little bit into it. So this is one of the great master teachers, Ashwar Kwesi. We're only going to watch just a quick 5-minute clip of this particular video that's going to break down what our ancestors knew before these crackers came along.
Boost your revenue and drive growth with Google Ads. Reach high-value customers across the entire.
We store what? Now you can see all three pyramids. Now, on the further back is the pyramid of Khufu, Khafra, and Menkaure. Keep in mind, brothers and sisters, that our ancestors had astronomical science, astrology, where they studied the stars and so forth. One of the things that's been brought to astronomers' attention is that they noticed that the pyramid of Khufu and Khafra, if you notice right here, are in a perfect alignment. Okay? It's a perfect alignment. But the question is that why would such a perfect alignment and perfect structure where they built the small pyramid of Menkaure off course? Can you see it off course? But what they found, though, is that our ancestors were building the pyramids in alignment with the stars. That they were in rhythm with the astrology and the astronomical science of the universe, science of astrology or the study of the stars. And what they found is that the star system Orion was the star system of Osiris. Remember, the king wants to become one with Osiris. So by aligning the pyramid of Khufu, Khafra, and Menkaure with Orion, that's why they built the pyramid of Menkaure slightly over and not in alignment, because the pyramids were built off of the alignment of the star system Orion. The star system Ceres was Isis. So our ancestors, in essence, were building heaven on earth. They were taking the science of the stars and building the pyramids exactly as they saw the heavenly body, or the cosmological universe. Figure out why Menkaure's pyramid was not in a perfect alignment, but it fits with the alignment of the star system Orion. As well as the other pyramid layout, it fits into the constellation that our ancestors saw of Osiris. And that is the constellation of the man that we have today, as a figure of a man. So you can take and put the star system Orion right over the pyramid of Khufu, Khafra, and Menkaure, and see why they had the alignment of Menkaure slightly over, because it fit with the star system Orion, because the purpose was for the soul to ascend into heaven. For the spirit to ascend into heaven, to become one with Osiris. And the star system Orion was connected with Osiris. Keep in mind that the star system Orion was aligned perfectly with the chambers of the pyramids that we're going to deal with later on in our lecture series when we get into it. So this is serious knowledge to show you how profound our ancestors saw that they were building with the constellation of the universe. Tomorrow when you go into Saqqara, you're also going to see the pyramid of Unas, showing the first concept of ascension into heaven. Long before there was Christianity, long before there were little white angels with wings on there, that we get a concept that we're going to go to heaven. Unas already had the concept of ascension into heaven, or a spirit going into heaven known as astrotheology. So this is what our ancestors saw, the soul becoming one with the great god Osiris in the constellation of Orion, which was the symbol for Osiris. And the star system Ceres was for Isis. Powerful astronomical knowledge that our ancestors had, showing how in tune our ancestors were with the heavenly bodies. In essence, building heaven on earth. Even in the Hermetic text, it speaks of Asar is our Father in heaven. and he looked down on his kingdom that he built. So let me show you something here. This is the kingdom. This is a star in Orion's belt now. See a star in Orion's belt? Looking down on his kingdom? In Amos in the Bible it speaks of, seek of him who is of the star, the seven stars of Orion. Now, let me lay something on you. Our Father, which art in heaven, thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. This is where it all is. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. And that was a SAR. And come back here to do serious field educational work. So when someone tells you about the pyramids, you can really break it down. Break it down to our Father which art in heaven. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done. Right here, this is where it started. That was taken from the Hermetic text of your ancestors long before the Ptolemies got the Jews to write the Bible, and the first European Bible was written right here in Egypt. And it was Ptolemy Philadelphus who got them to write for them, which they copied it from the pyramid text of our African ancestors. So now, can we validate this? Oh yes. We're going to validate this even further when we get inside of the museum in just a little while. And
all right. So again, just like it said, it's just like he said the same thing as well too, because he was reading from the same Bible. Again, Amos 5 and 8. Seek him that make the seven stars in Orion. These are the things our ancestors already knew. All right. And see, what these crackers did was just take stuff that our ancestors already knew and just format it for their, for their whole scheme of things to try to conquer to destroy. When I grew up, I was always taught that the devil come to deceive and destroy. Ain't y'all motherfuckers been deceived? And have a lot of original people been destroyed. And that ain't it though, ladies and gentlemen. There's more. So we're going to go to Matthew 28. Matthew 28. All right. Is this even Matthew 28? Hold on. I might have got the wrong one, ladies and gentlemen. But I'm going to make sure, though. Matthew chapter 28. Okay. So, Matthew 28, I'm going to read 19 through 20. Because what a lot of people don't understand is that another thing about the Bible, just the whole Christianity religion, a lot of people don't know that originally. Let me just read this verse real quickly. I'll go about it like this. So starting from 19 to 20, Matthew 28, 19 to 20. Go therefore and make disciples of all the nations, baptizing them in the name of the Father and the Son and the Holy Ghost, teaching them to observe all things that I have commanded you. I am with you always, even to the end of age. Amen. Now, of course, in some translations, instead of having the word age, it has the word world. But when you actually look at ancient texts of this same particular scripture, they have the word age, or actually eon. Now, eon, you can actually say that the word eon means age. And when they're talking about an ending of the world, they're not talking about the ending of the planet. Remember, the planet is called Earth. So it ain't never said anything in the Bible about, the end of the earth. Anytime it's talking about the ending of a world or ending of an age, they're talking about an ending of a thinking, an ending of a concept, ending of the ways of the world to bring in the new. You understand? So just like the age we're in right now, we are currently now in the age of Aquarius. Okay. But prior to the age of Aquarius, we was in the age of Pisces. I'm gonna break all this shit down for y'all real quickly. If you don't believe me, let's go to the Bible. So again, Matthew 19 through 20. Remember the word age. I am with you always, even to the end of the age. Now, what age is Jesus talking about? What age is he talking about? The end of what age? And if there's an ending of an age, that means there's a beginning of a new age. So let's go to it. Luke 22. Luke chapter 22. We're going to go to Luke chapter 22, and I'm actually going to read 7. I'm going to read 7 all the way through 10. Okay? Then came the day of unleavened bread, when the Passover must be killed. And he sent Peter and John, saying, Go and prepare us the Passover, that we may eat. And they said unto him, Where wilt thou that we prepare? And he said unto them, Behold, when ye, which means you, when you are entered into the city, there shall a man meet you, bearing a pitcher of water. That's important. Bearing a pitcher of water. Follow him unto the house where he entered in. What house are they talking about? Who is this person with the pitcher of water? I mean, do you know how many pitchers of water is out there? And do you know how many people can be out there carrying water? But remember, they're not talking about literally. You guys got to understand something. There's astrology and cosmology in the Bible. All right. So I'm going to read this again. And he said unto them, Behold, when ye are entered into the city, there shall a man meet you bearing a pitcher of water. Follow him into the house where he entered in. Who is this man with the that's bearing a pitcher of water? Well, let's take a look. This is a website I'm going to be sharing some information with you guys with. Okay. That man with the pitcher of water is Aquarius. Look at this. This is a man that's water and he's pouring. Okay. You guys don't have to just take that for it. Matter of fact, let's do this real quickly. Let's just go to the zodiac symbols. How about that? I'll go to images. Okay. As you all can see, this is all of the zodiacs. All right. Now, if y'all didn't know, for every zodiac sign, they call it the house of the zodiac. Now, remember, I just told you guys we just left out Pisces. As of 2012, when they was talking about the ending of the Mayan calendar, that was the ending of an age, not the ending of a world. The ending of the Mayan calendar represented the ending of the age of Pisces, bringing in the age of Aquarius. Look at the man. Like he got some boxes on and shit. Look at the picture. Look at the water he's pouring out of the pitcher. This is the house that he's in. So again, just like Jesus was saying in the Bible, and he said unto them, behold, when ye enter into the city, there shall a man meet you, bearing a pitcher of water. Follow him into the house where he entered in. Okay? Now, y'all remember Passover, that's a whole story within itself. But in essence, it's a ending of one thing and the beginning of a new thing. Okay? We just left out of the age of Pisces. Now we are going into the age of Aquarius. Now, this website, it's called 2012 Spiritual Growth Prophecy.com. Now, let's read a little bit of this information real quickly. So, what's going on right now? Because people say we're in a different age, but why is there so many turmoil? Well, it's turmoil because there's two energies that does not complement each other. One is ending and one is beginning. And typically, just like anything, uh, it fights all the way till all the energy is gone. So anyway, the age of Pisces is over. Pisces values are being wiped out, causing unprecedented change and upheaval in our lifetime, which is true. Now, the Piscean values of money, power, and control are being replaced. That's the reason why you guys start hearing. This is the reason why you guys are hearing about digital currency, Bitcoin, um, you seeing, governments battling each other and stuff, even though that's something that's always been. But typically the people that was on each other's side, now they're battling each other. They do not resonate with the values of the new great cycle, the age of Aquarius. The age of Aquarius, those values are love, brotherhood, unity, and integrity. The present world age isn't something that will simply fade away into the sunset of time that seems to perpetually linger somewhere out there in our future. Just the opposite. Our world age has an expiration date, fracture of time. Remember I told you about the Bible? And when it says the end of age, again, it does not mean that this planet is going to blow up and everybody's going to go to hell and all that bullshit they be trying to tell y'all. It's just a ending of one particular type of energy on the planet, and we're going to be bringing in a new type of energy. Let's read a little bit more about this, guys. And this is an actual true statement. A lot of our people are ignorant. This whole planet is ignorant, period. Real quickly, change in astrological ages is gradual, and the push to complete the change lasts even after the new age has begun. We've been in the age of Aquarius for about 11 years now, y'all. We have been in the age of Aquarius for 11 years now. The age of Aquarius represents the age of information. That's the reason why. If you guys actually just think about it, go back from 2012 all the way up to this point right now that we're at. Technology, as far as modern society technology, it's different. We weren't doing Facebook Live. We weren't doing live anything back in 2012. Not to the point that we are able to do it now. Our technology booms, especially in electricity. Our actual spawned by the new present age of Aquarius. Modern man think it's because we are so much more advanced than our ancestors. Think again. Powers greater than us have been pulling the strings. This is a fact. You guys got to remember, the reason why we have, one, the internet, and the reason why we have, two, an algorithm with the internet was created by two black men. two separate black men, two separate different age groups and everything. Even two different centuries. But guess what? These are things that was controlled by powers greater than us. The gods is control of all. Technology went into an unprecedented trajectory in the age of Pisces. It will continue to escalate in methods that are in harmony with the earth. Will become a prerequisite to all new inventions. I gotta say that word slow. Harmony and for the good of the whole will be mandatory and innate. Nothing will flourish unless it satisfies the values of the Aquarian age. You see, so that's the reason why, for one, uh, it's unfortunate but fortunate at the same time. A lot of people are dying. A lot of random deaths and stuff like that. Um, you guys are hearing stuff like, "Oh, they're trying to take our guns away." Well, whether y'all guys know it or not, these guns might physically be here, but they're not going to be useful because the oxygen is changing on the planet. And the oxygen is not going to be the same where there's going to be combustion for things like rockets, guns, or anything like that. These things do not agree with the energy of the age of Aquarius. And that's the reason why, if you ever seen the movie X-Men Apocalypse, if you look at the movie X-Men Apocalypse, the guy that tried to make seem like the bad guy was actually the good guy. He had put his hands on the TV, and the girl he saved, she asked him, "What are you doing?" He said, "Learning." And he was looking at all the history that's been going on over the world. And one of the main things he said false powers. He said false powers, false leaders. And he said weapons. He said your weapons will be removed. This is in the movie. These are the things that these people know, but they want the people to be ignorant. So let's talk a little bit more about the age of Aquarius. So again, the age of Aquarius is causing great turmoil in order to make room for the new values of love, brotherhood, unity, and integrity. Everything with the Piscean values is being exposed and taken down. This includes governments, corporations, individuals, and even personal relationships. Many call this a disaster as the world appears to be falling apart, but is it? It is not. I don't know about y'all, but the world look peaceful to me. That's the reason why, when you look back, for one, that's the reason why we're having a lot of conversation between black men and black women. Because we're trying to heal each other, right? And then another thing, y'all remember August 5th over there in Alabama? The guy threw his head in the air and it was almost like a damn bat signal. You just saw black people coming from all different directions whooping ass. Now, you would let that have been a couple of years ago. You would have saw that black man go against all them white people, and I guarantee you everybody would have been recording. But remember, we are 11 years into the age of Aquarius. So therefore, the energy is different. You're going to see more and more black people taking up for each other. The Aquarian age points to the direction of our own evolution in consciousness. We are each being asked to make a choice. We can cling to the old, outdated values or adopt the new, evolving ones. Our happiness and peace depends on our choice, and the change will take place whether we like it or not. So, whether you guys like it or not, this change is going to happen. You guys cannot stop what is already preordained. Nobody can stop it. Even the cracker can't stop it. They're going to try to do as much as they can do to hold on to their world in the way it is. But all of that is coming to a halt. Let's go a little bit more. So remember, see, this website is telling you guys the exact same thing I just said. Look at this. Both the Aquarian age and the Mayan Great Calendar appear to have begun at the same time around 2012. One could argue that there was contact since the word Maya also can be found in Greek text. I don't care about any of that. So just like I was telling you guys, when the Mayan calendar ended, it did not mean the end of the world. We still here, aren't we? Am I still talking to you? 2012 was 11 years ago. The Mayan calendar ended 11 years ago. So again, any type of text, when they're talking about an ending of a world or an age, they're not talking about a planet. They're just talking about cycles. Remember, let there be done on earth as it is in heaven. So whatever house that we are entering in, that is going to be the house that's going to affect the energies on the earth. So if you are Pisces or just during the Piscean age, it's all about the dreamer. Remember, Pisces is known as the dreamer. So, and at times, dreams, there can be deception. It's also materialistic. That's the reason why when you look at during this particular time of the age of Pisces, there was a lot of deceitful shit going on. But remember when they said, there's going to come a time where all things going to be revealed. All truth is going to be revealed. Y'all remember that shit? I used to hear that shit all the time growing up. And I remember you always also hear that the first will be last and the last will be first. That's the reason why all this information about black people is arising. All these hidden cities that is within America, that's hidden underwater. So, again, we're out of the age of Pisces. There still is a little momentum, but it's going down little by little. Like a great teacher has said to me one time, he said, take a ceiling fan. Even if you turn the main power source of that ceiling fan off, that ceiling fan is still going to be turning, but the momentum is slowing down. And it keeps going slower and slower until the ceiling fan stops. That's the same thing with the age of Pisces energy. The age of Pisces has lost its momentum, and it's getting weaker and weaker and weaker until the full energy of the age of Aquarius is amongst us. So, you guys got to remember, the general consensus is an astrological age is about 2,150 years. What that means is that every 2,150 years, we are entering into a new age. Do you guys remember when when the story of Moses came about, right? And one of the things in regards to Moses' story was in regards to destroying the calf, right? Which means the cow. Well, remember, everything is not to be taken literally. Moses represented the age of Aquarius. All right? Not Aquarius, excuse me. Moses represented the age of Aries. And when Moses was talking about destroying the calf, that was talking about ending the age of Taurus. Do you understand? If you guys remember this, you ain't got to take my word for it. Go back and look up this shit for yourself. Moses was talking, because if I'm not mistaken, people was like worshiping the calf or whatever like that, the cow. But that wasn't something that was done literally. This was just a different constellation at that point in time. We was at the age of Taurus. When Moses came along, when he was talking about destroying the cow, that was just talking about the ending of the age of Taurus, bringing in the age of Aries. You get this? All right? And that's why when you go to the age of Aries, and study the history, that is when our great black society started falling. because the energies, and of course, that's a whole different story. We preordained everything that's going on right now, ladies and gentlemen. The gods already knew this. What we're going through right now is just an experience, but I'm not going to go to all that. It's a whole different topic. Now, when you guys look on people on the back of people's cars, you will see a fish symbol, right, with a cross on it. That fish symbol represents Jesus, okay, the age of Pisces. Now, remember what Jesus in the Bible said, that he comes to fulfill the laws of Moses. He comes to fulfill what Moses was doing. Only thing Jesus was talking about is the ending of the age of Aries and the coming of the age of Pisces. That's all that is right there, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, so a little bit more about this. This coming new era should usher in a period of group consciousness. Aquarius and Leo are polar opposites. Okay? This is what they mean by polar opposites. You see Aquarius right here? Well, if you go straight, you see Leo right here. That's what they mean by polar opposites. Okay? I'm going over that next. As precision marches further into the age of Aquarius, the intensive self-consciousness of Leo should expand to the group awareness of Aquarius. In other words, the individual should become the universal while still maintaining individuality. Personal identity will be lost for the good of the whole, yet personal spiritual identity will remain intact. What this means is this right here. The dropping of the ego. Now, just like Jesus used to tell us that him and the Father are one, that is when you're going to find out that you and the God within you, your spirit, your soul and your spirit is going to become one. And your personality, which is your soul, it still is going to be here, but it's going to be more so like in the background. Because now, instead of you walking with an unconscious mind, you're going to be walking around with a universal mind. Meaning you're going to be walking around as God, him or she self. Because now you're actually one. And that's when your spirit is going to be the one taking over your body. And everything you're going to be doing is going to be based on spirit and not your soul. Your soul is going to be in the background, experiencing everything. But your spirit is going to be leading everything. All right. So, again, we're in a great age. We're in a great age of Aquarius. We are in the age of information, spreading knowledge and information, and that's the reason why we have a lot of conversations about men and women. Because the thing about it, the masculine energy and feminine energy are both needed. They are both needed. You understand? Just like you ain't never seen a battery with a positive and a positive post, or a negative and a negative post. A battery has a negative post and a positive post. It doesn't mean neither one of them are bad. They're complements of each other to have one purpose, which is creation. God told us in the Bible to be fruitful, didn't he? And populate the planet. That's what we're supposed to be doing. So this is where we at right now. This is a time of the merging of the opposites, the masculine and the feminine. These two energies within each of us will once again work together to know God. And they will act on divine inspiration, bringing messages from the divine to manifestation in the world. Anyway, so again, I hope you guys enjoyed this particular video. I really enjoyed sharing this information with you. So again, we are in the age of Aquarius. And again, there's the information is all in the Bible. So I really do appreciate you all for joining me this Sunday morning. I hope you enjoyed the information. Definitely go back and play back the video and read some things that you missed. So tune in for next Sunday. We will definitely have another episode of Solar Centrics Sunday School. I will definitely be posting on my Facebook what the next Sunday School topic would be. Again, peace, love, everybody. Thank you so much for watching.